Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the preseason is upon us. So good to be with you. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson, about to embark on that journey that ends with Greg. So good to finally have football back on the field.
Absolutely, and it doesn't matter if it's preseason, regular season, playoffs, on TV, Mike. It's just better. And I'll tell you what, for these teams and a lot of these young players, this is the start. Just like you said, this is a journey to making the roster, a journey to being there in week one. And for a lot of these teams that have
it's a fresh start for both of these clubs. Here we go, week one of the season. This is taken in at the goal line. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They are led out by a man who's done this now for a long time. Their veteran quarterback.
And after studying this quarterback, Mike, I really like the way he carries himself. He really takes accountability. Every time there's something that goes wrong, he puts it on his shoulders. And every time there's success, he's always the first one to give it to everybody else. That's the...
Oh, and they come after him right away, and down he goes on the first play of the game. Back to throw. And they're going to get him again. Remarkable. How about that to start the game? 2 sacks on the first 2 plays.
So offensive play caller, he's got to help out his offensive line right now. Some screens, some quick games, some run game. They've got to slow down this pass rush because so far here early, they have had no answers for it.
Not the sharpest of starts on offense here an early 3rd and long. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where go. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
Every team stresses it all week in practice, Mike, as they're building their scripts and they're delivering their team message. You want to start fast. Playing from behind is a nightmare. You can't come out flat and allow the opposing team to strike first. They understand the importance. This opening drive, they feel really good about the plays they have tabled. They really feel good about the week of practice they had. Now all that has to come together, start fast, and then see if you can sustain it for 4 quarters.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. He'll look to throw. This throw right is taken in by Flowers. 15 yards through the air. It's good for a down. They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the tight end screen. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, The offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front. Well, Mike, this is not somebody that you're usually afraid of beating you with his legs, but every now and then he can do just enough to extend the play. That's exactly what he did here. Picks up enough yardage, converts the first down.
Not much happening there, just a short game. And movement up front. And that's our first time tonight to check in with our referee. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes third down. He'll drop to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make. Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. Ready now for their second drive. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. To the 45. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down. They'll throw out of the gun. The ball's out. Into space. He's inside the 30. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
The extra point, up and good. To a 10-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. The Bulls offense ready to take over once again. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back. Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Open man, right side. He's got it. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. He'll get this out to his running back. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And he's in. Touchdown, Bulls.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? You're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. Point after try forthcoming. No problem with the footing. The kick is good. And board. It's 10-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This placed in the back of the landing. Return it from the 1. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. It's getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. They bring their tight end right. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up 4th down. On now is the punt team. This is taken at his own 30. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Off to the early advantage. More after this. You're watching right here. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here. Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short game.
Still 2nd down.
They put Campbell in motion. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day. So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
The Panthers offense ready for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On play action, Murray. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. A pickup there of 28 yards.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Slot man in motion left. Off the play fake. Here's Murray. That one a bit high, but it's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
And that is incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on third down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of third down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning. And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Headed back to take over once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. The blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system. And all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing.
The pressure all over him. He goes down again.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Throwing now from the gun. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
That has to be a disappointing end to this drive. Just think, when they took the field on this possession, Mike, they're thinking they got a shot to go down there and take the lead, but they couldn't even get to midfield, let alone the end zone. If they end up getting another shot before halftime, they've got to find a way to have better execution than they did right here.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. It's about ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8. From the gun, here's a handoff, and he'll take this up past the 40, a pickup of 5. 3rd down, 3 to go. Murray will throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's going to have the 1st down, but we do have a flag on the field, and they are already walking backwards. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. From Murray. Open man, that's Flowers. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this.
That's in the end zone and intercepted.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot to get his hands on the ball and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Ready to get back at it. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Now a give up the middle. He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Here comes a return. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. First down throw there is incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Putting the tight end in motion. Now a 2nd down throw from Murray. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
A gain there of 10 yards. It's good for a down. Play action now. It's Murray. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Greg and I will be right back after this. 3rd and long. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Murray. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. To the goal line and in. Touchdown. try here for the point. He's got it. Down in front, 17-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And he's got it at the 1. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. To see what they can do. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. They'll throw out of the gun. He'll let one go down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down. Back to throw. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games. It's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
That's fielded at about the 18. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The visitors' offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with 1st down. Pressured, gets there, and down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, it's Murray. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain. Third and long. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. Here's the punter now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Back to you two in just a moment. The preseason is upon us. as these two teams get things rolling. They'll have 2 more games after this to get ready before week 1 comes our way. It'll be here before you know it. In our game, most of the starters have made their cameo and departed. They'll watch the second half with the shoulder pads off, but plenty of youngsters out there with a lot to gain or lose as we get you right back out to Mike Tirico. These two teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thank you, and the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come. A couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the kicking team right there, stopping him before he can get to the 15-yard line. The visitors' offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line. So a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Solid running there. He takes this up near the 35.
This is a combination of footwork and vision. His ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And the defense all over this one. They knock them down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Following the penalty, they'll run it. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one. Now, Murray. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want?
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front, and 3rd down just became a lot tougher. Now Murray on 3rd and long. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
They go play action with Murray. This one is complete inbounds, but not a whole lot out of it. He just gets back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3? They'll try to get this one on the ground. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
And a great job here by the defense, being strong up inside, forcing the ball carrier to have to bounce this out towards the sideline, and he can't get the corner, and they come up with a huge 4th down stop.
The home team's offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and yardage along the way. The Bulls send their punt team out, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. This one, returnable. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. They get 18 on that one. It's good for a down.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
On 1st and 10, it's Murray. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play. And that's exactly what they did. They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
He's going to air this one out, and he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Panthers. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The home team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Sending a receiver right. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. He'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. 3rd and 6. Looking for Campbell. He's got it. Second time they've connected on this drive, and 19 yards out of this one.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. A run with Carter. It's a gain of 10 yards, and that will be a 1st down.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
To the end zone, it's intercepted.
These second half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
The visitors' offense and their running back set to go once more. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. So, 3 quarters now in the books. For more season after this. Here's 2nd and 6. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll take this up, working towards the first down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the first down. On 3rd and 1, it's Murray. And that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Bulls offense back onto the field for their next possession. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Throwing now from the gun. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. From out of the gun, he'll throw, and that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Ready to get back at it. It's all gone according to plan here in this preseason opener, and look to finish things strong here in the 4th quarter. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll stick with him again. And he'll get this close to the first down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves 3rd and short. Now a give on the ground. The offense is out there, 4th and inches. They'll try and throw for it with Murray. Along the sideline, a nice catch. The feet in. It's a short gain, but it'll move the chains. A first down. Punting time to kick this one away. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. On the return, it's Carter. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. Ready to get back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, Mike, this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
It's ready to take over once more. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. They'll turn and hand this one off. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
And a good job here, defense. Not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. The Panthers going to turn to the field goal unit. His kick is good. And the Panthers will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. Ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Throwing now on 3rd and long. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. They bring the tight end in motion. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Pass pulled in by Carter. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Back to the air one more time. And this one is caught, but the momentum, that'll take him out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Could not get himself turned upfield. They'll look to throw yet again. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll look to throw. This is caught. He's got a long way to go. And he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Let's make their way out to take over once more. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. Now a run on 1st down. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. The drive will start on the ground. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
A run now on 2nd down. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. To throw is Murray. They'll look to set up the screen here.
It's a pretty good effort there on 3rd and long. Initially, I really thought that screen was timed up pretty well, and he had a chance to pick up the 1st down, but give credit to the defense. It was the pursuit and running to the ball, and they're able to stop him just short.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. Well, that's 2 straight plays now where this secondary has won their matchup, and right now the offense needs to find some plays that just call for easy completions. Get your wide receivers in space. Allow them to run after the catch. Because right now these downfield passes, the defense is all over. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Back over the middle and take it in. He's got it. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. That pickup good for 29 yards. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops, 46 seconds to go. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. That is caught at the 3. And he's going to be taken down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. He'll look to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
It's getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's trying to get upfield, but cannot do it. Knocked backwards to the 2.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
So this one a win for the victory as they start things out with a victory here in the first week of this preseason. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the... For more, log on. With that, we say good night.